for Tuesday, November 1st, 9:05 p.m. I totally took like 3 days off. I was just like, oh no, are you okay, little guy? I was totally just busting my ass. But I did finish. If you go to Google Earth history, then you can go to the bottom of the page and see Australia, New Zealand. That's what I built from scratch, I think yesterday, like in one day. And so you can go there and... Are you stuck? Is my bird stuck on there? Oh. Trippy. Well, if I find him dead there, I know what happened. He's like hanging by his beak. Anyway, so I was just working until like in the morning, like maybe like all day or something today. I slept like a little bit in the morning. But if you go to my website, you can click on the image for the Google Earth, and then you can click on the video, the movie. I don't have them in the same folder, just that's how I built it, when I built it, like last summer or something, or last year. So if you want to see the actual background while it's doing the movie, you have to back out and then hit background again. But I had in my files for Google Earth that I downloaded for my site, stuff I downloaded before, and I saw a region of the city of Rome, and it looked like it had the whole thing. So it got super powered. And I only have the iPhone 10, so I'm like, whoa, dude. I wonder what the iPhone 13 does. It's not in my style to buy something if I don't need it. Like, I would just, because I've always waited till the phone breaks, but I guess these will last for a while. But yeah, like the iPhone 10 does great. It's amazing. I'm sorry, it just made me super excited to finish my Google Earth stuff so I could play with it with the phone. So I finished this morning. I was working on the top of the page. I have it divided into modern countries, and so for the modern country, I was going to do the information for it: population, size in square miles and kilometers. So I got through a few of them, but then I decided I wanted to upload the Flickr images from all this that I've been screen capturing, and it was like 46 gigabytes worth. And so I was doing that, and it uploads real fast because I have good gigabit internet with hardwired, and yeah, I was just doing that until I passed out, and because my mom... Are you fucking stuck? It is stuck. Oh my god, dude. God damn it, look. My freaking bird is stuck. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you see that? Oh my god. Are you okay? God damn, dude. Oh my god. God damn. Oh, I'm so lucky that happened right in front of me, man. Happened right in front of me while I was doing a video. That's crazy. Oh my god. I hope there's not some stuck around him. I think there may be some claw stuck around him. You'll see in the video, I think I filmed it, but he had sheet twine stuck around his neck, like choking him. He was hanging. Oh my god, dude. And I had to pull it off, but it was like really strong. I was like, am I gonna have to get scissors? Like, dude. Oh my god. Well, I hope that doesn't happen again. That is so crazy. Oh my god. Whew. Oh man. See, it's not natural, I guess. It's not stuff that's not natural, dangerous to animals. Like, it's just... But who'd have thunk that your bed sheet that you wrap around the chicken wire to act as a platform for your bird could kill your bird? Somehow wrap itself around your bird's neck. Whoa, dude. Oh my god. See, the bird could have like gotten really stressed out and freaked out and then died of just fright. And I just see it hanging there dead, you know? Like, what happened, you know? Oh my God. Ugh. Well, at least it's not hurt. And it can attribute me to saving it. Wow. So, yeah, so I'm like super fired up to finish this Google list. So I'm like, whoa. Today's the first, and I'm just like, ooh, let's do it. Oh, whoa. And I remember I was like that a month ago. But, you know, I'm keeping good enough pace for me to still be on it, you know. I'm good for a whole nother month. And I think I can finish it in a month, but it'll probably take me the whole month. It's a good way to look at it. Because as I'm working on this thing, I'm thinking to myself, God damn, this is huge. This is huge. Like, don't stop, and then I keep going too long. And that's why I didn't do a video for the last 3 days. So last night, see, I've been really thinking about, and I was saying in the video, I wanted to get a sun conure. Because I wanted to get more birds because my philosophy with my apartment, since I've been updating it this last summer, is to fill up every nook and cranny that I can with something. Like either a plant or an animal. Why not? And if I fill up a nook or a cranny with a plant and the plant is dying because it doesn't get enough light, put another light there. So I bought another 3-bulb light the other day, and I guess I'll install it tomorrow to put in the kitchen over there so that I can feed my plants that aren't doing so well and put even more up there. And because then I want to then when you turn off the lights at night and you're looking around, you can see all these awesome, healthy plants with like flowers inside, like hundreds of them. And I'll count them when I'm all done. And then I eventually, and I have it set up with 2 big jugs on the computer system, have them all automatically watered, you know. But it's even not all that time consuming to water myself because you just do it all at once. But I mean, it's like when you go and look at them, you know. But yeah, to have it automatically would be fun too because you can control it with your phone. And so so last night, I was sitting around and I was over the last few days, like the last week or so or more, I was thinking I could probably get more birds because these birds cages on this side. I could get a bird on the other side of the house because I have my whole house is on the top. It has these causeways, and so the birds could fly around. You know, birds don't crash into each other or compete for space flying around. You know, at all or perching. So it's like there's absolutely no reason that I wouldn't get more birds, even in this small apartment, 850 square foot apartment. So or 800. 2-bedroom apartment. So I have 2 budgies right now, a blue and a green, which I have never gotten around to naming, and I probably won't. I guess it's just blue and green. But so I was thinking I wanted to get a sun conure, but the problem is those are like $1,000 or something, and I wanted to get a sun conure because they're rainbow colored, you know, and I like to have lots of colors everywhere. And then I thought maybe you could get a rainbow lorry, is that what they're called? Which are like even more colorful. Those things are trippy too, but they're hard to get, hard to find, and expensive, I think, even more. So, but then I was looking into, like, people were talking about cockatiels. So I was like, well, let's go to the Humane Society, because I was there a couple weeks ago when my ferret escaped. And I picked it up. I had to pay $115 to get it back. And we spent 3 days there. And lo and behold, they had a freaking cockatiel for $20. I was like, oh my God, I need it. Because I had already bought the cage. It was already here, unassembled. Because I knew I was going to get a bird, and I was like going to put the cage there. So I told my mom, I got to get one. And she didn't object. She was like, oh, really? Okay. So, and they also had a hamster for $5 because my ferrets ate my other 2 hamsters, these Russian dwarf hamsters. which are really cute, and they fit really well in these tubes here. But they are skittish, and they're hard to pick up, and they try to bite you and run away from you and squeal, and they're no fun. The teddy bear hamsters are awesome. So, and that's what this was. So I adopted a teddy bear hamster today, and I put it in here. We've seen him do it today, play right here when I start the video. And I got a cockatiel, so I'll show my cockatiel. It's a 5-year-old cockatiel named Max, male cockatiel, so they're the ones that sing, and a female hamster named Lorette or something. And I'm gonna read the paperwork on them right now. But so that was cool. $25, man. That's how much I paid. Like after taxes, I was just like, how much I paid. Because I think cocktails are like $300 or something, or $100 to $300. I think at the store the other day something was $1,100. I think it was like a conure, and then another bird like looked like a cockatiel. Maybe it was a cockatiel. It was like $400. So, and I asked them, I was like, "Do you usually get cockatiels?" They're like, "No, I haven't seen one." Last since I was here. And then get this. As I was there, they brought in, like as I was there, they brought in while I was there, or I think, no, they got it that day, because it was right next to where the cocktail was a hedgehog, and so they're gonna put that sucker up for adoption tomorrow, and that'll probably only be $20. If it is, I want to get that, because I was looking into it, and they eat hedgehog food, like ferrets eat ferret food, which means that they're easy as pie to take care of. You just throw in the hedgehog food. And it didn't even look like it was that much. It was like, if I saw a bag, it was like $5. So, and they're small. So, and they're so cute, because I was looking at it, and it's like a porcupine. It has these quills, and has a face of like a ferret, little animal, and it can curl up. And I'm like, that's a tree-based animal. You got to get that as a freaking pet. And the coolest thing is that the other day I actually ordered a cage, because I was gonna get a guinea pig, because I saw that they had guinea pigs to give away over, and if not, they're like cheap. And I guess they're not that hard to take care of, because they eat hay, and so you can just buy a huge bale of hay, and then store it in the garage, and then it'll last forever, because they're little. But so I got this cage. It's like a wire cage modular, so I can put two together. I think it was $147 or something. I can. It's a wire cage, so I can hang it from the ceiling, right next to my bird cage on the wall. So it's totally out of the way, and then you can put the bicycle under it, still park the bike under it, so it doesn't take up any extra space. And it can keep company with the bird, because it's literally right next to the bird, and this is totally exotic animal. It looked cute, like you could have a relationship with it. And so tomorrow it comes, my cage. So I'm gonna put the cage together, and I think it's the right size. Oh, see, look, there's my hamster. You see it? He's exploring in through the house. I have a hamster mansion. That's the coolest thing. This hamster's gonna live large in here. Yeah, and I think it'll just be one hamster, not another one. But because they had one for adoption anyway. They had a black bunny and a regular bunny. They were really big too, but and a few really cute, like a half dozen really cute guinea pigs. But the lady who was there said she'd been there 6 months and she'd never seen anybody bring a hedgehog in. So I got lucky with that too. The cockatiel and the hedgehog. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give away for like $20, because they're not as expensive as cockatiels. They're like $100, $300 or something. So it's still a discount, but I'm like super jazzed, because those things are cute as hell. And I think if I have it up on the wall, like the cage big enough, because on the website, I screen captured it. It said, but you're gonna want 2 or more if you're gonna want like a larger animal, like not a hamster or something. And they had pictures of like a chinchilla, ferret. I was like, I don't want a ferret in there, but and maybe even a hedgehog. I'm gonna go look now. And it didn't have one of a guinea pig, but I figured guinea pig. So I was like, all right, that's good enough. Forever to have it, It was about, I think they say 8 by 2 feet, and that's what this is. It's like 4 by 2 feet, but then it's like 4 feet high. So And the idea is you let him run around outside, and it's multiple levels, so you can run up and down, and he doesn't have to share it with another one, with another hedgehog. See, the idea is when you have animals of one species that I have here that don't, have a companion, because I have two animals of companions. I have two parakeets and two ferrets, but I only have one tegu and one tortoise, but the tegu and tortoise live in the same cage, so they're friends. They hang out together. So it's almost like having two animals of the same species, because they live next to each other in the wild too, and or they live in the same exact part of the world in the wild. And the cockatiel doesn't have a buddy, but the cockatiels, I heard, they get jealous of each other, and they can be friends with you. And also, I have two other birds, so it's kind of like he has of the same species because they're all parrots. And so I'm not worried about that. And the hedgehog, so the hedgehog can be friends with, hopefully, with kind of like all the other animals, like the ferrets and the, but he'll be literally right next to the cockatiel, so he can be friends with the cockatiel. And they're both smart enough, I think they can do that. And I saw a video where they had a hedgehog in the room right next to a ferret. And the ferret's like trying to eat the hedgehog, but it was all rolled up. So I think my ferrets are smart enough where they're not going to try to eat my hedgehog, and then I could eventually have them together. And same thing with the parrot, with the tegu, ferret, and hedgehog together, all together in my room, and none of them are bothering each other because they all know each other are pets, and they wouldn't normally predate on each other because I think a tegu would only try to attack something that it could swallow on it, and the hedgehog and the ferret are a little bit too big for it. A tegu would stick to like my hamster. So, oh, look at that, he's eating. He's so cute. God, those things are so cute. Yeah, it's way cuter than those little Russian things scampering around, hiding. I never saw them. Oh, that thing is so cute. It's like a little mini bear. And so anyways, right before I did this video, my ferret freaked out and got on top of the cage. And I was like, okay, I'm going to supervise this because I want to know if the ferret can get in. Because the top of my cage has wire mesh, metal mesh. And I was like, okay, but let's film it. And I might even put it at the end of the video because I filmed it. And the ferret was like, started to tear, and then it started to tear it open. I was like, oh shit, the ferret's just about to get in. Like, I got lucky. Because the ferret would have jumped in, and once the ferret had jumped in, I wouldn't have had time to open the cage to grab the ferret before it killed my hamster. So I got like lucky, it almost got it, because he was like tearing it open. Here, I'll show a video of it. Because I wasn't sure, because that's how the ferret ate my other two hamsters. They tore open the cage, because I didn't know they could do that, but their claws are sharp, because I don't ever cut my ferret. I cut my ferret's claws once, and it was like a month ago. And so they're strong, also, because they run around. And so as you can see, that this right here, he was tearing this. This is what the ferret did right now. All of this was closed. This zip tie was holding this shut, and the ferret came up and just yanked it and just opened this up like a zipper right in front of me. So I had to grab him because he's pretty much small enough to jump in. He was right about to jump in. So what I have to do tomorrow, I have a bunch of this chicken wire. I'm gonna have to cover the entire top of this with chicken wire so he can't get in. So this is metal. In case you're wondering, ferrets can get right through this because they can punch a hole through it and then just slice it open. Not slice it open like a knife, but like tear it open easily. So yeah, at least I'm so happy that little hamster, because I'm like attached to that hamster now. He's like a sweet hamster. When I was they have a really cute name for him. I can't remember what it is, but he's a female. I don't know how old it is, but I'm gonna look at the fact sheet. But when I got the hamster, it was sneezing because he's sick right now. So they gave me medicine. This is the hamster medicine that I'm supposed to put in his mouth every day to keep him from sneezing. And he got in here and he was like holding up in the ball and sneezing. And you look at him, he's so cute. So yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm going to be able to fix the hamster. I'll do it tomorrow. But so now both my ferrets are in there. You can see both of my ferrets are in there sleeping together on top of each other because they're bummed that they can't go outside and rampage around my apartment. Because if I let them, they'd get in there and eat my hamster. So I had to put them in the cage, both of them, until tomorrow when I fix this. And I haven't had my ferrets run wild with my tegu either. I was going to do it today, but I was busy, and because when the tegu likes to try to push himself out, and he got out the other day, so then I had to modify the cage by adding zip tie in the middle. But every time, like twice at least, the tegu's trying to push himself out, like with all of his force, and the ferret runs up, and is like put his nose right up against the tegu, like he wants to play with the tegu or something. Like the ferret is extremely important and interested in the tegu, and the tegu like really wants to get out when the ferrets are out. So I'm gonna let him. I'm just gonna let the ferret pounce on the tegu, And if the tegu ferret goes fucking nuts, like tries to tear the tegu belly open, maybe he'll draw blood or whatever. But I'm right there, so I can just grab the ferret, just to know what the ferret's intentions are. Because maybe all the ferret wants to do is run up and like wrestle with him and jump on him or whatever, and then the tegu is just gonna like whatever, and then they could eventually get used to each other. I also got this other idea to do with the ferrets. I got a little putty tat door, really cute. It's like this big. It's for kittens, and a ferret can get through it. So tomorrow I'm gonna install the cat door for my ferrets, so they can get in and out of my room at whim. Because I've been letting them hang out in my room because they don't poop on the rug. They just poop in my bathroom, and I have food and water on the floor. So I want them to be able to go everywhere. So I want them to be able to get up into their cages in my room. So I was like, how do I do that? And so then I was looking, and I have a cage on top of my bike table, and then there's my desk, and they get up on top of my desk. They know how to do that, like climb up on top of the drawers or something. And so all I have to do is make a causeway. In fact, I think maybe I'll buy that now. Is make a causeway from my from the drawers behind my bed to the top of my bike desk, which is what the cage is on top of. It's a really high bike desk because when I'm riding my bike, it's completely over my head, and it's a really tall cage, and so I can have this causeway, and I bought them already. I know what they do. I get a couple, and I would string them together so it'd be strong enough, and just go up, and the steepness gradient would only be like maybe like that much, because it's kind of far away, and it's not all that much steeper. So it's like a nice little. They could get up and down easily, and I can keep it all open, and they could just get up and down in my room, and then up in the top, and then around, and then maybe eventually get over there. I'll do the video. Eventually, maybe I can train them to go up and down there, those stairs, to get into their cage over there, and then they could go up there. And then they could go around the entire like periphery of the house on top of the causeway with the hedgehog. But yeah, because I was thinking about putting a tubes. This is like later on, tubes from the hedgehog's cage that then lead up to the causeway up there on top of the hedgehog's cage, so that the hedgehog can explore and get up there and then run around on the causeway, and then come back to his cage and go into the cage. That way he can run around my whole room, and hang out with the birds, and he's not dangerous to the birds. Birds aren't dangerous to him, and he can stay completely separated from the ferrets and the tegu, because he's up there in the sky, and he doesn't have to even be a climber. Hedgehogs aren't tree climbers, but it's just running around on a causeway. And if he falls, my ferret frickin' fell from my second floor balcony onto the floor outside, and somebody found him and took him to the Humane Society. So if my ferret can survive like a 20-foot fall, then I'm sure a hedgehog could, which is even smaller than a ferret, could survive a fall from the top of my ceiling to a wooden floor on the bottom. So, especially if he's like young. So that'd be a fun thing to do. I might do that. Just little by little. And I was also thinking about getting a tree snake, and I could get a humidifier in my bathroom, my bedroom bathroom, and have the tree snake up on the top, like put all these like different things for him to climb up. You live on the top of my bathroom, but that's like super ambitious. And I was thinking maybe even another animal like on the bottom, but no, I don't think I'll do that. But yeah, see how it'll rambo, and that way my hedgehog will have just as much you know, runaround space like in his cage as the ferrets will. So, because I wouldn't want to have the ferrets run around the causeway because they'll hunt down the birds. But the hedgehog just eats bugs in the wild. It doesn't hunt parrots. So, anyways, let me. We'll finish this video. Oh, another long video, but that's because I haven't done one in 3 days. Plus, a lot of cool stuff happened, man. So those are my 2 ferrets who are like totally bummed that they can't hang out. But I don't want to wait till the daylight so I can put the chicken wire over that and then finally secure really well my hamster. That's my tegu wanting to go out. We caught him red-handed. He's up on top of the ramp, like just about to push himself out. And you know what? And because my ferrets are in, I'm gonna let my tegu out now. In fact, I'll show you how it happens. I did this demo before, but all I have to do is put the ramp in place, and the tegu just like pretty much immediately runs out. I'll show you. So this is what I did the other day because he pushed himself out by opening this, pushing on this and opening it. So I had to put this here so he couldn't push it open. Whoops. So check it out. I just have these little hooks on this, and I just hook it like that. And the tegu can walk up and down that too, like I put him on it, but he doesn't like to. For some reason, he never walks back up it. But I want to train my turtle. Pretty sure my turtle could do it physically, so I want to train him to do it, so he can come in and out. Yesterday, I just took my turtle on my own to let walk around my house for a little bit to get some exercise because we've eaten a lot of meat lately. See, look, the tegu immediately leaves. So now the tegu's free roaming and free, while the ferrets are captive. But that's because the ferrets are dangerous to my hamster, and my tegu's not going to climb up there and help my hamster. Although, and I think the guy said he's wouldn't even be interested in eating mice, which are even smaller than hamsters, until he's like 2 years old, because it's like not big enough to swallow. So I don't think my tegu would eat it if I put it in front of him. But yeah, maybe he would. But he wouldn't be able to even get in there. So yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, let my tegu free roam. My tegu really loves to free roam, as you can see. He like has to free roam just like my ferrets have to. So anyways, here's my new cockatiel. Oh, I just stepped on my tegu's tail. There's my new cockatiel. His name is Max. He's 5 years old. And he was only $20, dude. And my hamster was only $5. Tomorrow I'm going to get a frickin' hedgehog for like $20. See, look at that thing. See, I want to teach this thing to sing with me and be my shoulder buddy. Hang out on my shoulder. And like I'm a pirate, See, there he is. Did you hear him? He's like, "Where'd you go? Where are you going?" See, these things are supposed to be friendly, like boo 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 boo. See, did you hear that? He's singing. So, and there's my turtle. We'll give a tour of all my animals. There's my tortoise in there hanging out. So yeah, man. And I forgot how much. It was $30. They're selling praying mantises at the tiny little praying mantises at the reptile store across the street, dude. And I already have a praying mantis cage all ready to go. Check out this thing. Isn't that thing cool? It flickers. It looks like a fire at night. See, this is what I'm talking about. You have real flowers inside. Isn't that cool? And even in the little ones, real flowers in the little ones. So you just want to have like have these everywhere. You see, I have them everywhere. You just have to have them like as many as you can. So anyways, let's keep this under a half hour. So that's what I'm up to. Tomorrow I'm going to do all of this house maintenance stuff, install the door, the screen, assemble the cage, try to get the little hedgehog, fix the screen on here, all that kind of stuff. Alrighty, talk to you tomorrow.